Everyone, welcome to CLLST. So in today's discussion, we'll talk about CLAT 2020, or if I say CLAT is equal to controversy, I don't think I'm wrong. So from the time when I wrote CLAT till now, I haven't heard of a single year where CLAT is not attached to any controversy. But let's not talk about what has happened in past. Let's talk about what has happened this year. So from its beginning, CLAT has been in under controversy. The first thing was with respect to syllabus. So they came up in the month of December stating that we are changing the syllabus. So this was quite shocking for the student. They were in mid of their preparation, and announcing the changing of syllabus in December was quite shocking for them. But then student made themselves ready for the changed pattern. They prepared for the syllabus. Then the second issue which popped up was with respect to postponement of the exam. But this is something for which we can't blame the consortium, or we can't blame the student, because this situation was beyond human control. So there, to some extent, postponement of exam was in favor of student, taking into considerations each one's health. That was justified. So let's forget that part. The third one is with respect to when CLAT announced that exam is finally happening on 28th of September, students were quite satisfied and happy that, oh, now finally we are writing the paper. But the other bomb which was thrown on them was by NLS Bangalore. And NLS Bangalore came up with a statement stating that they'll have their own exam, that too just 10 days before the exam. So that gave sleepless night to student, and student got shocked. But then again they prepared themselves for NLAT and they wrote the paper. NLAT was full of glitches. Some of the students had to attempt the paper twice, and because of all the controversy, Supreme Court finally quashed the exam. So the NLAT controversy got resolved. Then the next one is with CLAT 2020. So exam happened on 28th of September, and if you look at the admit card, or if you look at the reporting time which was mentioned over there for some of these students, it was 1:45 p.m. So when a student is supposed to reach the center or enter the hall at 1:45 p.m. and exam is starting at 2 p.m., how can you expect that the student will read the instructions properly? To some extent, at some instances, the invigilator forced them to move ahead without reading the instructions, and they read the instruction for the student, which was quite confusing for them, and they did not read it properly, and because of which most of these students marked their answer for review, and which was clearly stated in instruction that the answer mark for review won't be taken into consideration. So those students who mark their answer for mark for review, they are out of the race. Most of them are out of the race. Now, the second issue was with respect to paper pattern. So when CLAT consortium came up with the syllabus, they clearly stated that you don't have to apply prior knowledge, and you need not to have legal knowledge as a part, or you need not to be an expert in law to write this paper. But if you look at the paper, if you look at the legal section, it was clear, very much clear, that you have to apply prior knowledge. Then coming back to GK section, what they stated in sample paper and what they gave in actual paper was quite different. So that was another issue. Then the third issue was with respect to provisional key which they published. So as per their provisional key, at least 21 answers are quite controversial. And when the consortium are full of experts, you don't expect a paper like this from them. The next issue is with respect to the marks, the provisional marks of the student which they have released, and according to the student, what they marked and what they are getting is quite different. There's a student who was expecting around 129 in the paper, and she remember each and everything whatever she has marked, and now she is getting, or whatever the provisional answer key is stating, her marks as 3, and she is in shock. And this is not the case of one student. There are 1,000 other students like this. And I'll just read few of the messages which I have received from these students. One of these students is stating, "Ma'am, I changed my options in mid-exam for a few questions, but they were recorded as per my initial option." The other one is stating, "They even recorded my answers wrong." The third one is stating, "Ma'am, आंसर ही अलग अलग रिकॉर्ड हुआ, तो इज देयर अ वे टू प्रूव कि we did in fact mark something else and something else was recorded?" The other one is stating, "Ma'am, we want to approach court, but how will we prove the glitches? They can only take our word for it. Is there any mean from where we can prove that there was some technical glitch?" The other student is stating, ma'am, why does something or other happens with CLAT every 2 years, glitches or syllabus issues so many times? The other one is stating, ma'am, plea क्या करेंगे? CLAT should be reconducted or answer should be changed. The other one is stating, ma'am, I don't want to get my hopes high now. I don't think court will do anything. The other one is stating, we can go to the Supreme Court, but majority of us do not have the energy to go through the same drama again. The other one is stating, we have already been through 6 months of uncertainty. We can't handle anymore. Let's not forget these are 12th standard kids. Let's not forget most of them are 18 or 19 years old student. And if we force them to go through, or the consortium force them to go through this trauma, it's very difficult for them to handle. So consortium shall take this issue seriously. A committee has been formed which will come up with their opinion or report tomorrow, but let's hope that this committee takes the issue seriously. Consortium takes the issue of these students seriously. They understand the plight of these students and they shall come up with a solution, and it shall not be like CLAT 2018. We need a definite solution because students' career are at stake, and it's not only with respect to career. It's with respect to their future, it's with respect to their tension handling, pressure handling thing. Everything is at stake. So let's hope that consortium is taking into consideration each and every aspect and they are coming up with a permanent solution. Let's not put the stake or the future of our students at stake. Thank you.